So I'm Gigi and I am the Amazon interview whiz. Obviously, you know my stuff. You can just skip the intro. The link is in the description as always. If you don't know my stuff, well, I interviewed and most importantly bar raised for Amazon across about 5 years. A bar raiser is about 5% of the population and they are specially trained to manage the interview process, and they are the ultimate decision makers as to whether somebody gets hired or not. So I bar raised across tech and non-tech, across dozens of different countries and job families. I have personally given the go to hire hundreds of Amazonians, so please trust me, I know what it takes to get hired at Amazon. Okay, so I think this is quite unique to Amazon. A candidate asked me about it on one of my lives the other day, so I should have thought of doing one of these videos before, but I didn't. So thank you, candidate who brought it up. I'm going to do it now. So some of you will notice when you get your interview schedule through that you have two Amazonians interviewing you for one interview. And that can be confusing. Now, I mentioned something along these lines when I had a video about how you become an interviewer at Amazon, but I thought I would just quickly do this video so that if you've particularly got this issue, you'll be able to spot it in the video title. So the reason why you might have two people in your interview is because one of those people is going through the Amazon interview training program. So in the training program, there are, I guess, two stages where it might impact a candidate who would end up having two interviewers. So you could be a trainee interviewer and you're sitting in the background. Obviously, it used to be physically, now it'll be on the VC, just listening in to a trained and qualified interviewer. The conversation that you as the candidate will be having with that qualified interviewer is with that qualified interviewer, right? They are interviewing you. It's not two people firing questions at you with some kind of like board type experience going on. No. You really are just talking to the one interviewer and the other person is sitting quietly in the background, listening in and hopefully learning. The other stage that as a trainee interviewer that you're going through is you then flip and you are given the opportunity to be the main interviewer. And the trained and qualified interviewer will be sitting in the background, listening in. Now, primarily, they should be listening into the trainee rather than worrying too much about what you're saying as a candidate. But on rare occasions, that kind of trained, experienced interviewer will feel that the trainee interviewer has possibly missed an opportunity to gather an extra bit of data from you that would be useful for your case for raising the bar. So they might at that point interject and ask you an extra question that they hadn't asked, that your main interviewer hadn't asked you. But broadly speaking, if there are two people on your interview, it's really not about you, it's about one of those people. And you should be focusing your conversation and your dialogue on your main interviewer. The one thing I will say is having two people at your interview is actually a really good opportunity for you as a candidate. You have doubled the number of people that you can ask your questions of. So come the end of the interview, I would really recommend that when you're asking your questions, you not only ask your main interviewer, but you ask the shadow. Now, sometimes the main interviewer will help you out and say, this is my thoughts, but Billy, I've decided it's almost always Billy in my videos. Billy, what do you think? What would your thoughts be? If they don't help you out, then you should certainly just go for it and say, and if you don't mind, I'd love to hear what Billy's thoughts are on this as well. So I hope you found that video useful. Now, if you don't want to take any chances with your Amazon interview, then I suggest you just take a look at this video here. It's going to tell you all about the Amazon Interview Whiz Academy, which is my affordable way for accessing deep, expert Amazon interview coaching from me. So until next time, take care.